All right, saludete. Welcome back, Living Latin Live, episode 10. It's
Woo!
kind of crazy when you think about it. Like I thought, yeah, well, I'll line them up and we'll see if people show up. So here we are, episode 10, double digits. Um, all right, so let's find out more about Elena and her epic quest for Telephonulum. So let's see. We'll quickly go over the reading. So as we've been doing, we've been starting with a daily reading. And if you've been watching the videos with us here, you've noticed that the readings have gotten longer and longer and longer, which is a good sign. Hopefully, if you can comprehend it, that's even better. But the idea is that you're becoming more fluent, more proficient with the language and picking it up. So again, just to smooth things along a little bit, I'll just read and then have you guys tell us what it means. So first sentence here, I'll go ahead. Let me expand it a little bit so it looks a little bit better on the screen as I'm squinting also here. All right, and move my, there we go. All right, so Elena est in New York. Elena in New York est, quia telephonulum vult felisuo. Jesse, you're first up in my Brady Bunch box. So what do you got
Okay.
for that?
Elena is in New York. Elena is in New York because she wants a telephone for her cat.
Optime, good. Yes, the quia there is the key because it's giving us a reason. All right. Est otra Puebla in New York. Otra Puebla is Lady Goo Karen.
There's another girl in New York. The other girl is Lady Goo.
Yes, not Lady Gaga. We don't want any copyright infringements. Lady Goo. All right. Let's see. Next sentence here. Elena A dicit. Salve, abesne telephonulum felimeo profeciae. What do you got for that one?
Helena says to her, "Hi, do you have a phone for my cat?"
Optime, yes. And we have to have those nice social graces there. Don't just burst in and asking for things, but exchange pleasantries. All right, Lady Google a dicit minime. Non abeo telefonum feli tuo. Leif, what do you have for that one?
Lady Gaga says to her, "No, I don't have a phone for your cat."
Yes, feli tuo, good. Finish this off. Elena, non es laita, Elena tristis est. Elena ad Chicago it quia telefonulum non est in New York. Jesse, what do you have for that one?
Okay. Elena is not happy. Elena is sad. Elena goes to Chicago because there aren't any telephones in New York.
Optime, good, yes. Is that a good reason? They're not in New York? Go to Chicago. All right, the Windy City. Let's see, let's keep going. Magister est in Geneva, Switzerland. Magister in Geneva est quia socolatam vult delfino suo. All right, Karen, what do you have for that one?
The teacher is in Geneva, Switzerland. The teacher in Geneva is in Geneva because
Yep.
he wants chocolate for his dolphin.
Optime, of course. Why would you go to Geneva, Switzerland, right? To get chocolate for your dolphin, obviously. All right, let's see. Es alter wir in Geneva, Genoa. Alter wir es Antonio Banderas. And let's keep going. Keep pile on a little bit more here. Magister A dicit salve a business socolatam delfino meo. All right, Profe Shihai, what do you got for that one?
There's another man in Geneva. The other man is Antonio Banderas. Teacher says to him, "Hello, do you have chocolate for my dolphin?"
Yes, of course. When you see Antonio Banderas, say that to him and watch his reaction. All right. Antonio Banderas, e dicit minime non abeo socolatam delfino tuo. Magister, non es laetus. Magister es tristis. All right, Lake, what do you have for that one?
Antonio Banderas says to him, no, I don't have chocolate for your dolphin. So the teacher is not happy. The teacher is sad.
Optime. Yes, look at that. You thought you couldn't say anything practical in Latin, and here we are talking about chocolate for dolphins. All right, Jesse. Magister ad Hershey, Pennsylvania eat quia socolatam non est in Geneva, Switzerland. Ego eo ad Hershey, Pennsylvania, quia socolatam non est in Geneva, Switzerland. All right, what do you have for that one, Jess?
Okay, teacher goes to Hershey, Pennsylvania because there's no chocolate in Geneva, Switzerland. And then this is teacher talking, going, I'm going to Hershey, Pennsylvania because there's no chocolate in Geneva, Switzerland.
Certe, obviously, optime. Yes, so no chocolate in Geneva, Switzerland, so he settles for Hershey, Pennsylvania. Ita, all right. Let's see. Jimmy Stewart in Tokyo. Japan S. Quia. Sorry, I'm trying to like get this. There we go. Jimmy Stewart in Tokyo, Japan S. Quia caseum vot asino suo. Altera femina in Tokyo, Japan. Altera femina est Jaja Gabor.
Ooh.
I'm bringing out all the starlets. All right, Karen, what do you got for that one?
Jimmy Stewart is in Tokyo, Japan, because he wants cheese for his donkey. Another woman is in Tokyo, Japan. The other woman is Jaja Gabor.
Yes, optime, good. I mean, I was hoping that you guys would come in with some accents, throwing around your Jimmy Stewart impressions, Jaja Gabor impressions. I don't know how that would work, but anyway.
I just remember her from Green Acres.
Yeah, I remember her from like that speeding ticket she got and talked to the police officer, like, do you know who I am, kind of thing. All right, Jimmy Stewart, dikit salve Jaja, habesne kaseo masino meo, Jaja Gabor, dikit minime Jimmy, non abeo kaseo masinos tuo, et non abeo kaseum tibi, habesne pecunia mihi. All right, proficiency is my worst imitation yet, but you go ahead and tell us what it means.
Jimmy Stewart says to her, hi, Jaja. Do you have cheese for my donkey? Jaja Gabor says to him, no, Jimmy, I don't have cheese for your donkey, and I don't have cheese for you. Do you have? Oh, I don't know if I know what pecunia is.
Money.
Oh, do you have money for me?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Optime, yeah, pecunia. Pecuniosus, pecuniosa. That's how you say somebody's wealthy or rich, or pecunious in English. So that where it comes from.
Never heard of
Yeah.
that term.
Yeah, now you have. Now you can sound
Yeah,
super smart. You can be like, I'm very
I'm pecunious.
Yes, pecunious. All right, Jimmy Stewart, dikit minime, tu es asina jaja, Jimmy Stewart, known as Laitus. Jimmy Stewart es iratus. Lake, what happened?
Okay, Jimmy Stewart tells her, no, you are a donkey or an ass, I guess, Jaja. Jimmy Stewart isn't happy. I'm guessing he is angry because it looks like irate.
Yes, iratus. Right. So we got tristis, we got elatus. Now we got iratus. Right. Optime. Good. Yeah. And that's kind of what I was looking for, to see if you guys can pick it out through like context clues or, cognates and that kind of thing. So it's working. All right. Ego eo ad Sheboygan, Wisconsin, quia caseum volo asino meo, cora Tokyo, Japan, eo caseo. All right, Jesse, what do you think this means?
Okay, I had trouble with the very last sentence. Okay, so this is Jimmy Stewart talking, and he says, I'm going to Sheboygan, Wisconsin, because I want cheese for my donkey. Why did I go to Tokyo, Japan for cheese? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it's kind of what I typed in there. Probably not the best, but yeah, I wanted to see if you could see that the Kaseo is like you went there for something. So yeah, why was I going there for cheese? Cool,
Yeah.
because he's thinking better of himself. Because when
Yeah.
you think cheese,
What
you're
was
probably
I
not thinking, yeah, exactly, kind of thing. Optime, good. All right, so let's shift gears now. Let's jump into our sentences here. Let me see. I think we left off kind of on a cliffhanger. So let me pick it up from there. Let me move you guys around now. I got my my screen. There we go.
Before we add a new sentence, can we go through
yeah.
all of the old ones just so I can like remind myself of all the different pheles, phelem, and because the thing only had like the pheli, tuo, and suo. So can we
Right.
just to give a little refresher?
Sure. I mean, I could probably just describe situation and then just kind of type it in there if that would be helpful. Let's try that. So let me find my annotation. So you just want to remember specifically the word felis, felem, feli, right? The different forms for cat. So let's do this. Est felis. Bene. Quid significa est felis omnes. Est felis. What does that mean?
There's a cat.
Yeah. Est felis. Elena es puella. So Elena es puella. What does that mean?
Helena's a girl.
Good. Elena felem abet. Elena felem abet. What does that mean?
Elena has a cat.
Bene, ita. So es felis. Elena felem abet. Et quid Elena what? Quid Elena what? What am I asking? Quid Elena what? What is that asking?
Telephonulum. What does she want?
Bene. Telephonulum Elena what? Bene. Telephonulum. Cui, mi fa my annotation too. Cui Elena telephonulum what? Cui.
Felisuo.
Suo.
Optime. Felisuo. Optime. And that's a good point to remember, right? We have those adjectives. We have, we have meus, mea, meum. We have tuus, whoops. Tuus, tua, tuum. And we have suus, sua, suum. And so these are these possessive adjectives which we use to describe, whose stuff we're talking about. So if we're talking about Elena, she wants telephonulum feli suo. But if I'm Elena, I'm going to say volo telephonulum feli meo. There goes one right now. There goes cotton right now. Or, feli tuo, Karen, non feli meo, right? Cotton is felis tuus, non es felis meus. Or Lake, cotton est felis suus, right? Belongs to Karen. Well, you think you get the point. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a reminder, refresher on just the word felis. So just kind of getting back to the story, we know that Elena telephonulum vult. Telephonulum vult feli Elena est in Chicago nunc. All right, let's see if you remember that nunc it just means now.
Now. Yeah.
Yep. Elena est in Chicago nunc, right? Omnes
Ita.
Ita.
es puer in Chicago. Oh, es puer in Chicago. Elena est in New York. Sorry, minime. Elena est in Chicago, et puer est in Chicago. Puer quoque est in Chicago. All right. Let me go to the next slide. There we go. Elena a dicit. Slide these things out of the way so we can see a little more clearly. Helenae dicit. Whoops. There we go. Get that a little bit out of the way so you can see that better. All right. Helenae dicit. Again, what does a mean?
To him?
Yeah,
To him or to her?
Helenae dicit. She says to him. What does she say? Let's keep
Salve.
going.
Habesne telephonulum.
Salve. Habesne telephonulum felimeo. Oh. Habesne telephonulum felimeo. And what is she asking?
You have a cell phone for my cat?
Of course. Do you have a cell phone for my cat? Do you have a phone for my cat? Well, puer dicit ita habeo. Oh. Puer dicit ita habeo. Bene. So does he have one?
Ita.
Yes.
Ita. Puer
Ita.
dicit ita habeo. Good.
Optime.
Optime. Felicitates. So now here's our sentence for today. Kind of the real deal here. So I'm sorry, I was moving my Zoom thing out of the way so I can see. All right. Get my pointer up. Omnes
Ita.
puer Helenae telephonulum dat. Oh. Puer Helenae telephonulum dat. So what does puer mean again?
Boy.
Boy.
Good. And dat.
Gives.
Gives.
Good. So the puer dat, the telephonulum, but cui, who is she giving it to, or who is he giving it to?
Helenae.
Helenae. Helenae. Notice what happens with Helena. Her name becomes Helenae, right? It's a little bit different.
Nye, is he
So-
say in nye, or how do you say that?
Yeah, like this. Helenae. Yeah, it's a diphthong.
Helenae. Okay.
Yeah, the AE sound is going to make it Helenae. In fact, I should bring that up
Right.
so you can see the other forms of dodare there. So ego do, tu das, is a dat, right? Sorry, I'm moving my screens around. Okay. Omnes
Ita.
Ita.
dadne puer Helenae telephonulum.
Sí,
Ita minime.
Ita.
Ita. Puer Helenae telephonulum dat. Ita. Omnes.
Ita.
Ita.
What is Karen's cat doing? Karen's cat's learning Latin.
Yeah, he's gonna get a phone. So
I
Karen, you
want a
better
telephone
button
room
up.
too.
Ita, vuelo telefonum quoque. Omnes,
Ita.
dadne puer Helenae telefonulum an socolatam.
Telephonulum.
Telephonulum.
Telefonulum dat. Ita puer Helenae telefonulum dat. Puer Helenae socolatam non dat. Omnes,
Ita.
Ita.
dadne puer Helenae caseum.
Minime.
Minime.
Minime. Puer caseum Helenae non dat. Telefonulum Helenae dat. Bene. Omnes,
Ita.
cui puer telefonulum dat. Cui puer
Helenae.
telefonulum dat.
Helenae.
Optime. Helenae. Cui Helenae puer telefonulum dat. Right? Omnes,
Ita.
Ita.
quis Helenae telefonulum dat? Quis Helenae telefonulum dat?
Puer.
In Chicago.
Puer.
Oh, ita. Puer Helenae telefonulum dat? Puer in Chicago Helenae telefonulum dat. Optime. Omnes,
Ita.
quid puer Helenae telefonulum dat? Quid
Quid.
Quid.
puer Helenae dat? Mea culpa, I think I said the answer earlier.
Telephonulum.
Ita. Because I think I dropped the telephonulum into my first response. So, ita puer Helenae telephonulum dat. One of the things you might notice is when we ask a question, what's really great about Latin is it requires you to give that form, right, of the word. So that I think is one of the cool things about just asking the questions is that it kind of forces you not only to answer and comprehend, but also to produce the correct form as well. Optime. Let's see. Karen, tu es Elena. Since you got a cat with you, Cotton's with you. Tu es Elena. Elena Karen. Elena Karen.
Elena Karen.
Yeah, I'm asking you. Tu es Elena. Dat ne tibi puer telephonulum. Dat ne tibi puer telephonulum.
Dat ne tibi telephonulum? Dat ne tibi telephonulum? Does
Let me
he?
rephrase it.
Oh, does he give me a phone?
Ita.
Okay. Ita. Where? Telephonulum dot mihi?
Bene, Ita. Ita. Puer tibi telephonulum dat. Ita. Yep. So just kind of reminding us, right? Mihi tibi, right? Optime. Puer tibi telephonulum dat. Omnes.
Ita.
Ita.
Puer. Helenae Karen. A. Telephonulum dat. Bene.
Ita.
All right.
What's
Let's
a?
see.
Oh yeah, to him. Got it. Got it. Got it. No, I
Yeah.
got it.
Ita. Let's see. Jesse, tu es Elena. Quid tibi puer dat? Quid tibi puer dat?
Where mihi telephonum dat.
Oh, optime. Ita recte. Tibi puer telephonulum dat. Omnes
Ita.
Ita.
puer Helenae Jesse telephonulum dat. Oh. Ita non mihi sed
Optime.
ei. Ita. Proficiae, tu es
Ita.
Elena.
Oh.
Cui puer telephonulum dat. Cui puer telephonulum dat.
Puer mihi telephonulum dat.
Optime, recte. Puer tibi telephonulum dat. Omnes
Ita.
Ita.
puer proficiae Helenae telephonulum dat.
Oh.
Lake Elena. Tu es Elena. Quis tibi telephonulum dat. Quis tibi telephonulum dat.
Where mihi telephonulum dat.
Oh, ita recte. Puer tibi telephonulum dat. Bene. Omnes
Ita.
Yeah.
puer Lake Helenae telephonulum dat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, ita, optime. Omnes
Ita.
Ita.
Ego sum magister et sum in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Est
Oh.
femina in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Quis est femina? Ita proficiae.
Femina?
Femina ita.
Woman.
Femina. Quid significat femina?
Is it a woman? Oh,
Ita.
not a puella. Okay.
Ita.
Femina.
Ita.
Jaja was a feminine.
Oh,
Ita. Jaja gabor
Est
femina
femina.
est. O erat. Said quis est equius femina in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Who's the femina that I'm encountering?
No,
I came with Zsa Zsa Gabor. Now it's your turn.
Lady.
Cotton, what do you think? Who's a celebrity we could throw into the story here?
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart? Why not? She's probably pretty handy with chocolate after all.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Bene. Martha Stewart es femina. Omnes
Ita.
Ita.
quid mihi Martha Stewart dat. Quid mihi Martha Stewart dat. Quid mihi femina dat.
Poison.
Socolatum.
Oh,
Latam.
poison?
Socolatum.
Socolatum con poison.
Ita,
Oh.
poison on socolata.
Poison. Et socolata.
Poisoned socolata. Right?
Ita.
Es Martha Stewart. Ita.
Yeah. She just got out of prison.
Martha Stewart mihi dat socolatam. Oh, not as exciting as you thought, but I got my reasons. All right, socolatam mihi dat. Omnes.
Hershey's.
Ita.
Hershey's
Ah.
socolatum.
I was
Godiva
gonna say, I
socolatum.
was gonna say yes, but I feel like we should probably
Dove socolatum.
what's a really bad chocolate? Like what's one? Like trying to think of a really bad chocolate.
Palmer. Those nasty
Right, the
ones
Palmer.
you get from the dollar store.
I was gonna say
Like
they for
Easter.
two for one at the dollar store when it's
Yeah.
like Easter time. Like, oh, I guess this is safe to eat. Yeah, Palmer Chocolata. Now the Palmer Company, don't write in. We all love we all love Palmer. All right. Chocolata mihi Martha Stewart dat.
Just how about bad chocolate?
Ita, mala socolata. There we go. Mala socolata.
socolata.
Bene. Malam socolata, Martha Stewart, mihi dat. Oh, malam. Omnes
Ita.
Ita.
socolatam malamne mihi dat. Femina dat.
Ita.
Ita. Omnes
Ita.
Ita.
socolatam bonam an socolatam malam mihi Martha Stewart dat.
Socolatum malam.
Malam.
Malam, non bonam, malam socolata Martha Stewart mihi dat. Bene. Omnes
Ita.
Ita.
mihi an Helenae socolatam Martha Stewart dat.
TV.
TV.
Oh, optime. Mihi ita. And like I said, TB, optime. Mihi non Helenae socolatam malam Martha Stewart dat. Omnes
Ita.
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 socolatam Helenae Martha Stewart dat.
Minime.
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 Minime. Socolatam Helenae Martha Stewart non dat. Socolatam malam mihi Martha Stewart dat. Bene. Omnes
Ita.
cui bene, cui socolatam Martha Stewart dat. Cui
TV.
TB.
ita mihi. Omnes
Ita.
quid mihi femina dat. Quid
Socolatum
mihi
malam.
ita socolatam malam Martha Stewart mihi dat. Socolatam bonam minime. Socolatam malam mihi Martha Stewart dat. Lake tua Selena. Quid mihi Martha Stewart dat. Quid mihi Martha Stewart dat.
Socolatum. Malum.
Ita. Socolatam malam mihi dat. Bene, Martha Stewart dat. Optime. Omnes
Ita.
Ita.
Martha Stewart mihi sokolata malam dat. Oh, I got an upset stomach. Winter mihi dolet. That's how you say. That's actually kind of interesting. So you wouldn't say my stomach hurts. You would literally say, winter mihi dolet, right? Which literally would mean my stomach hurts to me, mihi, right? TB, mihi. So it's a little bit different in Latin, which
is paining
yes,
to me. Yeah,
yes, yeah, exactly.
aching me. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Um,
winter is stomach.
winter is a stomach,
Okay.
Like the
like the organ.
el
Yeah.
viento, what's it called in Spanish? El,
Estómago.
no, there's
Vientre.
another one. What is it?
Vientre.
Vientre. Yeah, vientre.
Vientre. What about French?
C'est le ventre.
Ventre.
Ah, see, there it
Ventre.
is.
Yeah.
Ventre, ventre,
Mhm.
vientre, winter, latine. Yeah,
Wouldn't
and
it
the
be-
opposite would be you would actually, if you want to say the opposite, you could just say plaquette, right? And you could probably see some Spanish and French there as well. Not to go off on a tangent, but I can't help it. You say winter mihi plaquette, which would be the opposite. It's pleasing to me, right? Or TB. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. Jesse, tu es Elena. Quis mihi sokolatam dat. Quis mihi sokolatam dat.
Martha Stewart, TB, malam chocolatum dat.
Optime ita recte tu es. Martha Stewart mihi sokolatam malam dat. Optime. Omnes.
Ita.
Martha Stewart mihi sokolatam malam dat. Oh. Karen. Tu es Elena. Cui Martha Stewart sokolatam malam dat. Cui Martha Stewart sokolatam malam dat. Cui.
Martha Stewart, Chocolata Malam. Tihi? Dat?
Ita. Plac.
Okay.
Felicitates optime. Tibi ita. Mihi ita. Martha Stewart sokolatam malam mihi dat. Bene. Recte tu es. Omnes.
Ita.
Ita.
Martha Stewart mihi sokolata malam dat. Oh, winter mihi dolet.
Vomitus.
Late.
No, winter delphinum dolet. No?
Guerre, ita, delfino meo, ita,
Magister.
winter
Chocolata
delfini, dolet,
Volt.
ita. Like, tu es Martha Stewart. Cui tu sokolatam malam das. Cui tu das sokolatam malam.
You're on mute.
Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. Okay. Ego sum Martha Stewart. Ego TB Magister. Do socolatam malam.
Ita, you sound like Homer Simpson there. Do, ita. Tu das mihi sokolatam malam. Ita, optime. Omnes,
Ita.
Ita.
Lake Martha Stewart, mihi sokolata malam das. Dat. Oh, male. Profeciae, tu es Martha Stewart, quid mihi das. Quid mihi das. Quid mihi tu das.
Ego TB sokolatam malam da. Oh, sokolatam bonam da. Do. Sokolatam bonam do.
Mendax. Mendax.
Does that mean lie?
Lie.
Ita.
Menda.
Mendax. Tu es
Mendacium.
Mendax. Martha Stewart. Tu es Mendax. Tu mihi sokolata malam das. Male. Ita. Omnes.
Ita.
Ita.
Profe Shihai, Martha Stewart, mihi sokolata malam non bonam dat.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh,
bene. All right, where are we at in terms of understanding things? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, comprehension wise, so probably still looking at the screen a little bit, but pretty much got it. That's good. So we'll let's see here. Let me kind of summarize, describe situation. I'll just describe it as well. I'll just do it all and see if I can remember it. So, Elena est in Chicago, est puer. Elena est in Chicago, quia Elena vult telephonulum. Telephonulum vult feli suo, et est telephonulum, puer telephonulum habet. Puer Helenae telephonulum dat. Magister est in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Magister est in Hershey, Pennsylvania, quia socolatam vult. Magister socolatam vult delphino suo. Est femina in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Femina est Martha Stewart. Et Martha Stewart socolatam habet. Sed Martha Stewart socolatam malam habet. Et Martha Stewart a magistro socolatam dat. Bene.
Did
No.
you say? Would you say?
Ida,
me?
go ahead. Yes. So let me put that on the board because I realized when I was speaking, I was like, I
A
didn't.
magistro.
Yep. So you're going to say magistro, right? To the teacher. Probably should put an article in there. Just want to make English more barbaric than it already is. Magistro. So you see Helenae. Now you say magistro, right? So you would say, for example, puer telephonulum dat puelai, or you would say, in my case, that Martha Stewart viro socolatam dat, right?
Two.
So you've got both options there, depending on if it's masculine, feminine. Jesse.
If somebody was giving it to to the boy, would it be
Uh-huh.
puero?
Bene, ita, puero, right? So viro, puero, puelai, feminae, delfino, right? Asino, right? Feli, a little bit different. But that's because there's that word is a little bit different. But yeah, you got it. All right. So questions on that? All right. So
Not that I
let's
have it
practice
memorized,
for-
but I know that there's a difference. Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's the way it works, I guess. We just practice it. So I'll go and give you 1 minute to go ahead and practice. Let me shut myself up and I'll give you 1 minute and I'll call you back in here in 1 second. So describe situation. I would say just start with Elena's story. Just do that. All right, Saludete. Let's see where are we at in terms of feeling our confidence level with producing now and kind of retelling the story. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and practice this a little bit. Lake, why don't you start us off? Tu es Helena, describe situation. Just do as much as you're comfortable with.
Okay, I was still kind of working on the first half of the story, so we'll see what I get to when I come to the new stuff. Okay. Ego sum Helena.
Ita, tu es Helena.
Ego sum Helena, ego sum in Omaha, Nebraska. Phelem habeo, sed felis meus non est laetus, quia telephonulum volt, ego non habeo telephonulum feli meo, ergo ad New York City eo, right? Yeah, eo. In New York City est altera puella, ei dico habes ne telephonulum feli meo. Altera puella mihi dicit minime, ergo ad Chicago eo. In Chicago est Puer, ei dico habes ne telephonulum feli meo. Puer mihi dicit ita. Puer, I'm trying not to look at the screen. Puer mihi telephonulum dat.
Optime, plaudite. Mi walde plaquet. That's very awesome. Optime. So I'll try to repeat everything. Tu es Helena, tu fele mabes, et felis tuus non es laetus quia felis tuus telephonulum vot. Sed tu telephonulum non abes, tu non abes telephonulum. Ergo, tu is ad New York City. Est altera Puella in New York City. Puella es Lady Gugu. Lady Gugu altera Puella non habet telephonulum feli tuo. Tu non es laeta, tu es tristis. Ergo tu is ad New York City. In New York City est Puer, et Puer habet telephonulum. Telephonulum habet feli tuo. I think that's it. Did I miss anything? Did I get it all, Lake?
The last part, the mihi dat telephonulum. Puer.
Ita, bene, puer tibi telephonulum dat. Gratias, bene. Ita, the sentence for today, the most important part, and I forgot the ultime. Bene, gratias. Yeah, you did a lot. You recall, and I mean, I am thoroughly impressed with the amount. Amazing, honestly. Very cool. All right, Jesse, tu
You
es
don't know this,
Helena.
but she has a master's in Latin. It's not fair.
I know, right? I feel like she's a ringer. You know?
Total ringer.
Ultime.
Not fair to be so
Jesse,
smart. Like,
Jesse, tu es Elena. Go ahead and describe situation as much as you can.
Okay, now, when she meets the guy, is she in New York or Chicago? I can't remember.
All right. Altera Puella in New York. Deinde, then Puer in Chicago.
Okay, that's what I thought. But when you were describing it, I thought you said she was in New York and she saw the guy, so I was confused a little bit. Okay, I'm starting with her in New York. So, ego sum Helena, ego sum in Chicago, es Puer in Chicago, ego. I can't remember. Dico, some way where abesne telephonulum, felimeo, puer, oh gosh, I don't know, says to me, ita, abeo telephonulum, felisuo. Puer Elena, puer mihi telephonum dat. Felimeo for my cat. Okay.
Bene.
Okay, that's enough. I'll let somebody else.
Ottime. Ita, tu es Elena, tu es in Chicago, et puer est quoque in Chicago, tu is ad puerum, et tu dicis salve puer, abesne telephonulum felimeo, et puer telephonulum abet, et puer tibi dicit, ita abeo telephonulum felituo, et puer tibi telephonulum dat. Bene. Think I got everything.
I
Bene.
think so.
Ottime. Ita, ottime. Good. Yeah. No, you were doing really good. Yeah, mihi. You like had it. I could see you had it, and it was just like to me. It's like mihi. You had it. All right. Karen, tu es Elena. Go and describe situation as as much as you can.
Ego sum Elena. In Omaha, Nebraska, ad New York, eo, quoque feliz meo telephonulum volt. Altera feminina, no habeo telephonulum, ergo ad Chicago eo, dici salud puer abesne telephonulum, felis meo telephonulum volt. Puer mihi dicit ita puea telephonulum aveo. No tristis. No tristis.
Ita, tu, ottime, felicitates, ottime, ita, tu non es tristis, tu es laita, ita, tu es Elena, tu es in Omaha, sed tu vis telephonulum feli tuo, sed tu non habes telephonulum. Tu is ad New York, sed non est telephonulum in New York. Tu is ad Chicago, et est puer in Chicago. Tu dicis puero, salve, abesne telephonulum felimeo, et puer tibi dicit ita, abeo telephonulum feli tuo, et puer tibi telephonulum dat. Et tu nunc es laita. Tu non es tristis. Optime. Did I get it all? Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. You covered everything from like day one. So that's pretty good. All right. Proficiency, curveball. You are Magister Ricard. You are playing my role. Describe situation.
Okay. Est Puella. Puella est Elena. Elena est in Elena ad New York eat. Est in New York est in Chicago. In Chicago. Ad Chicago eat. In Chicago est Puer Helena dicit salve abesne telephonulum felimeo Puer dicit ita abeo et Puer Helenae. Oh no, yeah, Puer Helenae telephonulum dat. Helena is laita. Ego no ad Chicago non eo. Ego ad New York eo. Quia ego socolatam delfino meo volt. Wolo. Ergo, in New York or Hershey, Pennsylvania. I forgot which one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hershey.
In Hershey, Pennsylvania. Ego ad Hershey, Pennsylvania. In Hershey, Pennsylvania, est femina. Femina est Martha Stewart. Ego dico femina. Salve. Habesne socolatum delfino meo. Martha Stewart mihi dicit ita ego socolatum bonam abeo. Ergo Elena, Martha mihi socolatum dat. Sed socolatum non est bonam, socolatum est malam. Ego non sum laetus.
Ottime, plaudite. That was good. That was great. All right. Let me see if I can recover all that now.
You can
Ooh,
skip
right.
the Elena part. Do the
Minime. Es Puella, est Elena. Minime. Elena non eat ad New York, se eat ad Chicago. Et in Chicago es Puer, et Elena dicit, salve Puer, abesne telephonulum felimeo, et Puer dicit Elenae, ita, abel telephonulum feli tuo, ergo, Puer Elenae telephonulum dat, et Elena non es tristis, Elena es laeta. Sed tu es magister, et tu non is ad New York, tu is ad Hershey, Pennsylvania, quia socolatam vult delfino tuo. Et in
what?
2 weeks, mea culpa, 2 weeks, 2 weeks socolatam delfino tuo.
That's the word I couldn't remember, so I was hoping you would say it.
No, you're right. You actually remembered. I messed it up. Est femina in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Femina est Martha Stewart. Et Martha Stewart, tu is ad Martha Stewart, et tu dicis salve femina, salve Martha Stewart, Abesne sokolatam Delfino meo et Martha Stewart Martha Stewart tibi dicit ita certe abeo sokolatam bo et Martha Stewart tibi sokolatam bonam dat sed sokolata non es bona, sokolata est
Bona.
mala. Ah, tu abes sokolatam malam delfino suo, tu non abes sokolatam bonam delfino suo, et tu non es laetus, tu es iratus. Portase. Bene?
Bene.
All right. Optime. That was a lot. That was great. Man. All right. Yeah, I guess we won't get to Jimmy Stewart today. Just want to honor your guys' time, but gratias, wobis, gratias maximas again. You guys are doing awesome. I'm really impressed, and it's only one day a week, and you guys are just really, it's amazing. All right.
It really is amazing to see that it doesn't fall off week after week like that. The review of the reading really helps me get back into that space. And like I just a couple reminders and I'm back with it. So thank you.
Yeah, and what's really impressive to me is the way you guys recall things that I thought you may have forgotten, like conjugating eo, is, it, right? Or volo, vis, volt. And in fact, you caught me, proficiency. I was like, yeah, it's vis, non volt.
Well, it's because it's
that's
the one.
great.
There were a couple things I wasn't sure about, so I was hoping that would be one that you would hit, and you did. You didn't, and then I caught you.
But yeah, no, that's
probably
awesome.
missed 100 other things, but
no, actually, you guys recalled a lot of stuff. It's really impressive. But gratias wobis. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys next week. Walete, and maybe hopefully see you guys online. Drop it in the community there and you know, interact there, because I think it's going to be a really fun kind of tool to really, you know, get things going, kind of keep your juices flowing in between classes here. So gratias vobis et valete.
magister.
Gratias.
Gracias, friends.